Yo, Vargaby. Okay, now you're up. So let's get started. I just need to put here some texts. This is Witch Doctor, right? Papillon. Let me just confirm it one more time. Replay analysis requests. Yeah, Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor, Witch Doctor.
It's in the bag.
Discord is on cooldown for 6 hours. How do I post on the working match ID? You can try to edit your first requests if it's still in there. Um, if not, I will remove the slow mode for now, just for you. I will remove the slow mode for now, just for you. Okay. Then let me know once you're done, and then I will put it back to the 6 hours again. Please monitor it as well, Molly. Have it done, Kulamisu. Feel free to type now. It's the slow mode is gone. Okay. Witch Doctor, I really suck. Don't worry, I suck as well. Don't worry about it. So this is Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor. I'll just type WD. I think it's accepted, right? What's your actual medal? Herald 3. Witch Doctor 5, right? Yo, the Betrayer, you're here. Thanks. So, any more inquiries before we start? Clemson, are we all good? Just want to know if there's something else that I need to do in Discord or in Twitch before I start. Okay, seems good now. So, of course, this is gonna be a first pick support. And then they have, okay, both supports here: Ancient Operation, Lion, CKPL, Razor. So, from this point alone, should I call you Papillon or Vargaby? I feel like I need to call you Papillon. I feel like it. Because that's your in-game name in Dota too, right? I'll call you Papillon since you don't have any complaints about it. Um, Lion is laughing. Well, okay. First things first. Since it's gonna be a Witch Doctor and then Juggernaut lane, you should think about what's the lane gonna be. What's the laning gonna be, right? So since they first picked Ancient Apparition and then Lion, possibly one of them is with CK, right? With CK or possibly Razor. So from that point, you need to ask yourself, how do you want to approach the laning stage? So based on your approach here, you went for the Observer Ward. Although, let me check it here.
Looking
The
good.
other one is in your Weaver, which is your carry. Or, no, it's your mid. Really unusual. It's really random for me, but I guess that's how it is. Yeah, you know that it's gonna be Jug. And then you went for 2 Mango. Nothing unusual though. Only the Observer that I'm kind of skeptical. Because if there's Lion in here, now it's CK. If there's Lion CK, I don't think that they actually need to hide, and then there is an actual threat in killing you, right? But they're not like something like Mirana or Pudge that will really require some observer ward. So to me, it's gonna be better if you just give your observer ward to your offlane because they could play aggressive, but not really play aggressive because it's life stealer and warlock. But yeah, this is kind of okayish observer ward on your on your inventory, but it's not that really effective because it's CK +1. So you confirm that it's gonna be CK, then Lion. Now they really have a kill potential over here. You're gonna Mango. Yeah. A salve. If you use salve,
To battle.
and then you're gonna run. So here's the thing. They pause it. Of course, it's clear that you committed mistake in the mango. And then another one is here. What I could recommend to you here, Papillon, is since you are not gonna die, there's no more stuns coming out from them. What I could recommend you is go up here, and then use the fairy fire, and then use the cast. In that way, it will bounce to Lion and then back to CK, and then you can harass this guy, pretty much. I thought safe lane should always be warded early game. When it comes to the warding early game, you just need to ask yourself, where is the lane that has the threat on you guys? Like what I've said, they have a really good kill potential on you, but they don't need to do it in the fog to kill you guys. Like they're not Mirana, that you really need to have some constant vision over them, right? Because you know for sure that you need to be careful about them, given that they have both stuns and then they're really strong in lane, right? So you need to ask yourself again: do you really need vision in this lane? Like, yeah, you have vision, but it's gonna be a defensive one, and then it's not actually that hard to predict their movements, right? The lion can only do what? Stun from fogs, but it's really common to see it, and the stun is not even that great, and the damage. Well, I guess it's fine as well because your offlane doesn't need the vision to play aggressive. It's just a matter of habit of yours that you said. You always go for the observer on the safe lane, which is not really optimal because it's a habit of yours. You don't even. You need to ask yourself, like, why do you need to put observer in here or such? Okay. So yeah, those mistakes in here, like this, the
30
lion
seconds
is
to battle.
like where, well, on your case itself, like Tal is used, and then you've used the mango as well. It's really costly mistake because we're talking about 70 gold for your mango, right? There's no way that you can easily farm that 70 gold because all of the kills or all the creeps will be on your jug, and then you actually let the jug die in the first place. Then you're walking in here. You value so much the observer.
Battle begins.
I mean the bounty room because it's only 40 golds, right? But look at the cost of it. First blood, and then some harassment on you. You only have like 3 tangles left. Your salve is consumed. Mango is a fatal mistake. Not actually fatal because you're alive, but costly mistake. The right term. Let's see how you approach the laning stage after this. Never do this. Never ever do this observer played. Because in the replay right now in the minimap, there is the observer from the enemy, right? They planted it first. It's very obvious decision of you to actually try to plant an observer in there. And okay. So do you think your lane is much stronger than them? Or you guys should play defensive? Because my thought process here in this lane, look how the line rewarded your observer like right away. So it's very obvious of you as well that you planted observer there. What's my thought in this laning stage is that CK is really strong laner. Jug is defensive, nice. Jug is not that strong early on. You need like level 2 to create an impact here, especially the Maledict. This one will really destroy the enemy, especially the CK. But it's gonna be hard for you to kill him because of the movement speed advantage. So you need to land the stun and then the Maledict really quickly, else someone will stun you, interrupt you. So even if you land the Maledict and then the cast, there's a possibility that they will just run away from your jug because the movement speed is only 305. The guy has 320, and if we look about the lion, he has like 310. CK Lion have a good harassing potential. Yes, not just harassment, but kill potential as well, in which you need to be really aware. So, the time that you will be able to play aggressive in here is when the Juggernaut sustained himself and he got boots. Because he can stay on top of the target with the spin and then kill him with your Maledic. So you're hitting him, denied. Okay, that's good so far. But you're not checking the items of your carry. Like as a boss 5, your job is to secure the lane for your safe laner, right? So instead of you going for Magic Stick, I would really recommend if you go for another set of Tango and then Salve. Or even Sentry, at least. Because they have vision over there. Like, how did the Lion manage to deward it right away? Correct? And then if we check about the items of Jog, it's, yeah, he has Salve and Tango. But if you're gonna spend more golds when it comes to the consumables like Tango or Salves, that will hurt the farm of your Jug. Because he could get faster boots if you don't spend additional 90 or 110 golds just to sustain himself, right? If you just look the items of your core, see the things that he has, like the inventory thing, you can easily tell yourself like, okay, this guy has no more consumables, and then he is possibly saving for boots just to have kill potential over there, and so on. If you check the items of your core, you will probably know what are the things that they're going to buy. And then, of course, since he's getting harassed, since he only has Salve, he's letting the creeps in here now. And then he is contesting you with your pool. The creeps died in here, and then possibly here as well. Which is really bad decisions. I cannot blame him though, because he is really concerned about his health. He only has one healing salve. And then you have 2. When it comes to the magic stick though, it's kind of selfish item to me. Because what's good about the magic stick? Every spells that they cast, you will gain charges. Like, those charges will give you 15 health and mana, right? 15 health and mana. But if they lock you down with the stuns and disables, do you think you will be able to use the magic stick at that point? I mean, it's only for your hero as well. But when it comes to the Jug, if they go on the Jug, lock him down, and then being unable to use the Blade Fury, that's a lot of harassment for him. So you are not securing the lane for him, pretty much, what I'm saying. So here, the Maledic didn't hit, and it missed. You need to play those scenarios in your head, like, how can you be useful? How can you win the lane? Even though you need to play defensive, I agree to that one. But there's a time that you can play aggressive, which is when you get Maledic, and then he can run down people. How many games you have with the Witch Doctor so far? So now I'm gonna sentry it here. Okay, it's good. And then you're gonna pull, right? Deny. He didn't deny the observer, and then you didn't move right away. That's fine. At least you're able to do the job in here. Like, see it right there. Your magic stick only one charge there. More than 500 games on the Witch Doctor. So I could say, or I would assume that you know this, how the skill works, right? The Maledic and the bounces, right? Okay, you only played support. That's good. So I don't question your knowledge when it comes to the Witch Doctor, but the way you played the hero, that's what I'm questioning. The mind setting, pretty much, like in the lane. See it right here. You are AFK now. What I can recommend you here is that right-click the guy. You know, make him low, because you have the potential to kill him, right? You know how to kill him, right? Bounces, Maledic, then spin. He's dead, right? You played with your friends who are higher rank. Okay. So here, this guy, I think you will go on him. but your jug, you're not in the same page, right? Communication, communication. It's a miskill, pretty much. Although he has no boots, but the damage will be insane because of the level 2 Maledict, right? It's so strong. It's just a matter of communication. Like, you wanted to play defensive, so as your jug wanted to play defensive, but all of a sudden you went aggressive, but the jug still wants to play defensive, right? So communication. Solo, I kind of screw up because no minimum people taught me how to play and never learned the right thing. Okay, it's fine. That's why we are here. Um, Communication is really one of the basics, but it's really hard to communicate effectively. It wouldn't hurt if you will communicate to your friend, because all you want to do is win the game, right? If you saw that opportunity, use the mic or use the ping, because those opportunity will never come back again. Because I'm sure the lion will be aware more of his positioning. So right here, I just want to repeat it here one more time, because the way that you move the camera or the way that you use your mouse, you're not even pinging, like right here. At this point, you should make the call because you know the hero, right? You know how insane the damage is for the Maldic. So here, I guess he has no mana as well. Where's the judge? He has no mana, right? But at least you can right click. Communication though. Because you are never in the same page. Planted observer. So the fairy fire of yours is not being useful right now. You need to consider your item choices again. One fairy fire is enough, but two fairy fire is kind of fight oriented laning stage. I like the idea of you going for fairy fire because yeah, they have the burst potential. You can bait them in, but dual fairy fire only gives you additional 2 damage, 4 damage pretty much, because it has cooldown as well. So right here, still at this point, you're not giving anything for your safe laner. Like, what does he need? What does your Juggernaut needs? Right? He wants face boots. And you, on the other hand, you are not queuing anything. I guess you were gonna pull, but failed. What happened? Okay, he wants to farm. Okay, he's close to level 5. Look at the lion blocking it. Okay, so the creep equilibrium is really in their favor. I cannot blame you though because you did not pull it, try to fix the lane, or yeah, Juggernaut just farm it, right? If your Juggernaut wants to farm with the Blade Fury or whatnot, you can try to stack in here instead, or even here or here. He can easily clear those camps with his spin if you don't want to play aggressive in this lane. Because what's happening right now, Papillon, is that you're just standing in here, leeching experience from him, right? You're not doing anything more in here. You need to be useful at least. You need to ask yourself, how can you be useful? And in those scenarios, since your Jug wants just to farm, sack for him. He can easily clear those camps with his spin. So again, you went for 2 sentries. Although you're not sure if he planted observer, but you know for sure that he destroyed your observer there, right? And then you blocked it. Now he has the observer. That's good. Although I don't see any indicators that he actually planted an observer in there, because you did not even check the inventory of your enemy. Like, what's the item of the lion? In here we can see it here. It's only tranquils. But earlier, yeah, your camera is only on yourself, basically. The information that you have is only for your hero, so far. because you're not checking other hero in the game. So even right here, the jug just wants to farm, right? And then now you're gonna get the creeps. I don't really know why your jug is giving up those creeps to you. The lane creeps will provide more than the small camp. So here, for the longest time, they're all missing. I guess you're gonna plant some observer in there. You blocked it again. I mean, the lion was able to destroy it before you destroyed his sentries. So I don't know what's your decision making in here, but clearly you're just wasting gold. And then here, this is so obvious because the if the enemy is checking your item, like your inventory here, they could click on your hero and then saw the observer that you just planted. The observer is in here, and then all of a sudden it's gone. They would really think about it. So yeah, so far you're just been AFKing in here. Look at the minimap. There are 3 heroes in the bottom lane, and then AFK in here. Pull, possibly yeah, bounty. Go there for bounty as well. This is kind of risky though. Razor is there, but you can TP out if it's only Razor. Now you are TPing in here. But why are you TPing in here? Why did you TP in here? The life stealer is gone. And then you just missed the opportunity to kill the CK. CK went to top. You can definitely kill him with your jug. Because if you're gonna play with Warlock, I don't think you will have the kill potential over here. But possibly you may. I don't know. You will just even the life stealer is chasing them. Like it will ever happen. It will never happen in the first place. Possibly this Warlock will die because he used TP earlier. Right? Who got the tome? I didn't see it. I guess you? Oh, the Warlock. Okay. Now you're back in here. You're still level 4. Aldic. I doubt this one. Yeah. So, see it right here, Papillon. You are not able to secure the lane of your Juggernaut. Although, like what I've said, you guys should play defensive at first, but you can play aggressive, especially once you have the Maledict and then Jug on boots and spin. But it didn't happen. This is the result of it. The Juggernaut is only like 4k net worth in 12 minutes in, and then CK has more than the Juggernaut. Although the CK went to bottom lane just to make it happen, but you know, I'm talking about your gameplay, in which you need to work on it. So you guys will push this, like it's good. Enemy is getting disconnected. You use Arcane even though you guys are both full on mana there. There's a lot of disconnections in here, right? But the problem in your hero right now is that you're still level 5, 12 minutes in. Usually good supports will have like level 6 at 10 minutes, right? Level 6, 10 minutes. That's the that means you did well when it comes to the experience and kills and such. Like I tried communicating with him, he was more interested in farming jungles. Yeah, he is really interested in farming jungles. But how did you communicate to him? Like, if you're gonna say that, let's kill CK or whatnot, it's not effective. It's not gonna be effective, of course. But if you're gonna say something like this along the lines, dude, let's farm their heroes. We're so strong. I'm sure he will really follow you to the ends of the earth, right? Because you said that you guys are so strong, or so much stronger than the enemy, right? It will give him the confidence to go play aggressive. Because he will believe in you, based on the words that you use, right? I usually ask what you want to do, okay? If you ask him what he wants to do, I guess he replied, or he just said, I just want to farm creeps. let him be then. If he said, if he said it, if he say he just wants to farm, counter him by saying we can farm their heroes. So in my rank, if someone suggests something, people kind of say, "Don't tell me what to do." Okay. This is NA region, right? Well, it's kind of common, but you just need to use the right words to do it. Like what I've said, if I'm the witch doctor in this game, I will say, "Yo, Jug, we are so much stronger. If I stun Maledict, you spin, it's dead." Right? You're suggesting him, but you're not telling him that. You're not telling him what to do exactly, because you're just saying that, dude, if we do this, we will kill him. And you are your support, so ward. I mean, the best thing that I could say is that at least you tried to convey your thoughts, right? If he said, shut the fuck up, it's fine. At least you tried to communicate. But you need to ask yourself, what did you say that made him say, shut the fuck up, right? Did you... Are you toxic as well? Like, are you really commanding when it comes to the sound? Like when you use the chat or the text? Those are the things that you need to consider when it comes to suggestion. Because of course, people don't like what, to be told what to do. Exactly. But in my ranks though, I am telling the guys that, dude, let's do this, let's do that. But I always provide explanations. I always provide explanations why we should do this. And then it's something that they cannot really resist. Because I'm giving them a lot of good points that they cannot counter. No, I don't. Okay. That's a problem then. So you died. I mean, you have the vision over there, right? I don't know. Maledict missed. So I am girl, and when I talk on mic, they get super pissed about her advising them. Holy shit. Well, that's really common when it comes to the gaming community, right? That's really common. I'm sorry if you're experiencing that one. But I'm sure, or I could say that it's not always 100%. That just because you're a girl, they will say that you're just a girl. Shut up, right? I'm sure there is some games where they will actually appreciate what you are saying or suggesting, right? At least you tried. That's the best thing that I could say. At least you tried to communicate. If they don't take you seriously, it's their fault because you're giving them the reason, or you're giving them suggestions that it's really good, and you provided reasons why to do it. I usually type it. Okay, it's fine if you just type it. Okay, but might as well type it properly. Type it properly, of course. Like, you're gonna die again. Okay. I mean, I cannot really understand why you keep on dying with vision. You really underestimated the CKs. You're a witch doctor in which it's really squishy, right? You need to really position yourself. Like, you don't need to be in the front line. You will just die non-stop. So when it comes to the mid game though, the towers are good, and then abandon in the guy and the lion. So what's your win condition in here? The win condition is, well, it's kind of hard to say in this game because it's too random in this rank. But we would just need to talk about your gameplay overall. The best thing that you can do in this game is play with a core that can give you, or that can secure a kill with you. Because you can try to maledict, stun, and then ulti, right? But if it's CK, he will just stun you. If it's PA, possibly she can just blink out, or even blur, and possibly survive. If it's ancient operation, I'm sure he will die. But if it's Razor, he will just run out as well. He will just run. So you just need to play with another hero in this game and then make the kills happen. As I've said, you just need to play from behind all of your team. So I always need to stick to your carry. Not actually always, but what you did in the mid, Papillon, is that you cleared this wave, right? Which is good because no one else is farming it. What else you can do in this game is make stacks for your team, especially when someone can clear it quickly, right? If that is not the case, you can try to set up ganks, especially with this Warlock ulti. You just need to play around your team, not necessarily always behind your carry, which is Juggernaut, right? Not necessarily like that. You just need to ask yourself, how can you be useful in this game? How can you be useful? I would say play around Weaver because the Weaver is really strong right now. He has the Maelstrom. You have a really good kill potential with him. Okay, because we're talking about mid game. You did committed mistakes in here like twice in a row. You died even though you have vision, which is really a problem. You need to realize that the witch doctor is not to be in the front line, pretty much. So that's your biggest mistake in this point of the game. Another thing, you need to make it a habit that you keep on checking the items of your team, like right here. You're just you're just right clicking on the ground, right? You're not doing anything else. Might as well look into your team. Like, are they close to their battle fury? Are they close with his glimmer? Are they close with his item like Lincoln? And what is this guy building? He's going for a Sanj, right? So because for the most part, your camera is only on yourself, right? So the only information that you have now, you check the Echo Saber and then Helm of Iron Will, which is good info, right? Um, so look at the Jug. He don't want to fight right now because he's so close when it comes to the Battle Fury, right? Because we saw it here, but in your camera, in your perspective, you don't know, you don't have any idea how close he is when it comes to the Battle Fury. So that means if you're gonna force the fight or the issue in here, it will just hurt your whole team because Juggernaut is not ready to fight, but you're forcing him to fight. It's actually good that he is farming and not going with you because you use the smoke, meaning you want to fight, right? So here Weaver, you should play with him. Although this is a wasted observer ward in here, it must be in here earlier, but it's fine. So what else? What else I could say in your gameplay in here? I saw multiple points for you to focus on in the early to mid game. Because I feel like Papillon that I've seen enough of your games in which it will just played out that you will win due to the fact that it's gonna be 4 versus 5. Right? So the next move here, I just wanna ask, do you have any questions for me though? Just wanna know. We can talk about your glimmer decision making in here, in which I would really suggest going for 4 stuff instead of the glimmer. Because again, you are not going to put yourself in the front lines, right? And how can they get a kill? So let's say CK will go on someone, you 4 staff him out. Even if it's stunned, it's out of the position. The AA cannot follow up with the Ice Blast, right? If someone is soaking the damage, you 4 staff him out. If they commit, you turn around. So I would suggest 4 staff. Glimmer Cape is good as well, magic resistance, but their main damage is physical. So of course they don't have any detection, but it's another thing, right? If they don't have detection, but you're still out of position, after a few seconds you'll be visible to them and die again, right? So those are the things that I could see, or I could suggest you here in this game. Papillon, just want to know if you have any questions before we do before we do a recap on your um on your game. Bottle Cup winner here. Congrats, Neil. I'm so proud of you, man. Although you should carry me as well, like soon. Yo, Papillon, are you still here? I wanna know because you're not responding to me. Tell him, bro, he can control his ulti. Yeah, he can really control it, but she hasn't used it yet in this game. I don't have any questions. Okay. So things for you to work on Papillon is first thing when it comes to the Witch Doctor, when it comes to playing support, I we need you to keep on checking the progress of your carry. Okay, we need you to keep on checking the item of your teammates because again, the guy only has one salve and he's too afraid to lane earlier, right? Because he has no more consumables. He's too afraid to go, right? But you, on the other hand, instead of going for the magic stick, you can go for salve and tango and then sustain him, right? So that's for the laning prowess, though. Communication is another thing. Okay, communication. If you don't want to talk over mic, I cannot blame you. But at least you should try to talk to communicate with them, even with the pings or with the type. Okay, at least you communicate. Because if you said that you did not communicate and then you're not in the same page, it's your fault, regardless. Because you didn't even try, right? At least you tried. Okay. Checking the items. Communication is another thing, and then positioning. You tend to underestimate heroes that could kill you in a matter of seconds, which is really you're just feeding the enemy. In which, if I'm your core, I'll be mad at you as well because you're just feeding, right? You have vision in there, and then you died. I'll be mad at you. Why did you not? Why did you come in there, and then died, right? Because you have the vision, you have everything. So those are the three things that you need to focus first, Papillon. And I want you to confirm as well if after the replay analysis your performance is much better. Again, always check the items, always check what your team needs, especially in the laning because that's your strength. Communication and positioning. That's the only thing that you need to focus first. You need to focus on them first. I will not shower you with information right now because there are tendencies that you will have overflow on the info. You will not be able to absorb all of it. Okay, we need you to focus on those things first, and then we move on from there. Let me know if it's effective or not. So yeah, I'll just wait for your feedback. Maybe play a couple of games and then give the feedback to me like today or tomorrow or next week. It depends on you. I just want to know if it's really helpful or not. I want to track your progress as well. Okay, because that's one of my happiness as a coach, knowing that the students improved afterwards. I just make random rampages with Witch Doctor ulti without controlling it. You should ask Molly how to make the Witch Doctor work, like how to carry games with Witch Doctor. So I guess I'll put a check mark now on your request in here since we're done, and then the next one that we have in here on the line is Jesus. I want to know if Jesus is here.